What's up, YouTube? This your boy Ink, back at it again with another video. Make sure you guys hit the like and make sure you guys hit the subscribe. Anyway, I want to jump into this video. We gonna get into the paperwork thing. Somebody was asking me on my YouTube channel about paperwork. You know, how do you get your paperwork checked? You know, when you go into prison, do they help you get your paperwork? What's the process of getting your paperwork? Well, basically, this is how it's gonna go, man. You're gonna hit the county jail. You know, where I come from in Southern California, and from, you know, Riverside County, obviously that's where I caught my case. They give you paperwork at arraignment. When they arraign you, they give you your charges. Now, you also get a discovery. Sometimes you have to ask for discovery because your lawyer, you know, is not just gonna automatically give it to you. So when you're in county jail, man, your people are gonna ask you, whatever organization or race that you run with are gonna ask you, man, where's your paperwork? We want to see your arraignment paperwork. We want to see your discovery. So that's going to be the first part of getting your paperwork checked in California, in jail and prison. So now when you hit reception, right? Reception is basically where you go before you get permanently housed in the prison that you're going to do your time at, right? It's a reception prison. So when you go to reception, same thing, man. When you get in the cell, it's more than likely going to be your cellie that's going to check your paperwork first. You know, that's just what it is, man. That's a big thing in Cali with a lot of organizations. When you get in your cell with your cellie usually checks your paperwork. Now, as far as people from the organization that are, you know, probably shot calling or whatever, checking your paperwork, then more than likely they're going to check it. So just know that it's probably going to get checked by more than your cellie. Sometimes it just depends on who your cellie is and how important he is. But this is just the basics to, you know, the experience of going into prison and the whole paperwork thing. And it's a normal thing. You know, this isn't nothing that is of secret. You know, a lot of people, oh, it's a secret. This shit is not a secret, bro. Like, how many people have been to jail? How many people have been to prison, bro? And, you know, how many people of those family members know, you know, and they have talked to them about it. And not only that, just social media, man. Everybody knows in California, in general population, is paperwork checks. You know, it's not nothing new, especially with the guards and the COs. They all know that shit exists, you know. But listen, man, you know, as far as certain charges, you know, as far as, you know, involving women and children and stuff like that, that is not going to be tolerated in a California general population yard. You know, there's some charges you just can't pull up with. But in prison, you know, when you get your paperwork checked, right, you go into prison, your cellie looks at it, you know, it goes to the other person. You know, that's not as far as it's going to go, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry to say it, but that's not it. We got to do a lot of double checks. We got to go on Megan's Law, you know, shit like that. Typical shit to make sure that there's not nothing that you're hiding. You know, a lot of people go undercover in prison. They hide it. I've seen dudes hide it for 5 years, bro. Literally, I just left a prison where a dude was on the yard for over 7 years. You know, he was on the level 2 yard in Solano. Dude was on the yard for 7 fucking years with bad charges, bro. You know, stuff with minors, stuff like that, right? I don't want to get too in detail or descriptive, but bro had this shit coming. So he was on that yard for 7 fucking years, bro. And they finally did this check on him where basically it was the situation where somebody new got the building. There was a person there that had already, I guess, looked at his dummy work that he had. He had, I guess, had some fake paperwork and something wasn't on it. So they ended up rechecking paperwork like 4 or 5 years later after that dude left and somebody new got the building. And then bam, man, they had the name. They wasn't on his dummy paperwork, but they ran his name through the cell phone. And then boom, that's how you do it. That's how you find it. You know, people come onto these yards thinking we ain't gonna find these charges or they're not eventually gonna come out. You might be able to slide by for a little while and probably lock it up. But if you don't lock it up and you just think you're gonna keep sliding by with having some shit like that, it's not gonna happen. Like, it goes to the point to where you're literally sat down, homie. Like, they go through your discovery and all your evidence and all the statements and all that over your paperwork. They literally go through all your paperwork, your discovery, everything. And this also just depends on the organization you're from. I'm not going to speak into specifics on the organizations or anything like that. You guys got to put it together in your own mind and what you think, and, you know, figure out what organizations are in California prison, because I don't speak on them. But, you know, so that's just the process of it. You feel me? So we don't want to be doing time with people with some crazy ass charges, bro. You know, we're not down with that type of shit. A lot of us have kids, a lot of us have, you know, wives and sisters, and so when we look at these dudes and we see them, we think of our family members or whatever, or some of us have family members that have been victimized, or some of us, there's dudes in there literally that have been victimized themselves. So you feel me, we just don't allow that. It's your boy Inked coming to y'all with another live video. Make sure y'all keep it rocking. Hit the like, subscribe, notification bell, and leave a comment, y'all. Keep it safe.